F-22 Raptor, the first and only fifth-generation fighter aircraft flying in the world today. Overwhelmingly effective, defending the skies today and into the future.
You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
John Murtha.
Joe Biden, Lindsey Graham,
John Podesta, Simon Rosenberg, Tony Snow.
Tony Snow,
Tony Snow, Pat Roberts, and Dianne Feinstein.
Senator Levin, Senator Reid, and I will have a resolution which we hope will capture the votes of a number of Democrats. I can't speak for everybody, but it will say the time has come for a phased redeployment. I don't know why we are so afraid to stand up and say, look, we want to see an end to this thing.
He's in New Hampshire. He's making a political speech. He's sitting in his air-conditioned office with his big fat backside saying, stay the course. That's not a plan.
There's no viable alternative from the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party, through Murtha and John Kerry, have a strategy of basically leaving the country by the end of the year. Jack Murtha is a great American in the sense he sacrificed for his country. But if you're waiting for Jack Murtha to tell you good news about Iraq, it's never going to happen. He's a stakeholder in his own criticism.
Welcome back to Fox News Sunday and the other side of the table.
now he's on the other side of the table. But are you comfortable with characterizing the Democrats as people who want to cut and run?
I think what I'm comfortable doing is telling you what the president's position is. I'll let Carl carry the political football. I think the Democratic Party, as your next batch of guests will attest, has to conduct a debate about what strategy they want to have moving forward.
A lot of Democrats thought about the possibility of maybe showing up and just voting present instead of yay or nay.
But, you know, seriously, unity isn't everything. The Republicans are unified in no change in direction. They're unified on ignoring the facts on the ground. They're unified in no accountability. But, you know, unity doesn't make for a uniform good judgment.
If I had known the president was going to be this incompetent in his administration, I would not have given him the authority. Had I been president, I would have asked for the authority.
Was your announcement of candidacy too premature?
Well, it wasn't premature because in this business you have to make sure you get your foot in the door. You have to make sure you make a statement, because if you don't, other people may be running and other people will be committed.
One of the primary opponents you would have is Steny Hoyer of Maryland. Is his position on the war one of the reasons you would challenge him?
Well, it was one of the reasons. I'm much more conservative than most of the Democrats in my party. But I take a position I believe in, and I've always done that.
The president is going to campaign vigorously for Republican candidates. He's going to do what he can to help.
Of you and presidential counselor Dan Bartlett in a chopper over Baghdad on the surprise trip there at the beginning of the week. A lot of people have been writing captions for this. What's yours?
Mine's unprintable. But I've actually asked, the AP is going to give me a full-size, great big sort of copy of that, so I can put it up in my office, because what I tell people is when you go to the White House, you have to keep two things in mind: the importance of service and also the necessity of humility. I think they're both reflected there. But
You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
F-22 Raptor. It is stealthy, lightning fast, supremely agile, highly precise, survivable, providing unsurpassed capability. This fifth-generation fighter aircraft, the first and only kind flying in the world today, once again providing the air power advantage. F-22 Raptor, overwhelmingly effective, defending the skies today and into the future.